Hi, welcome to Play It Loud. I want to go over today a few albums that I think have gone under the radar, if not completely. They're kind of skimmed over, and that's a pity. I've got a great regard for them or I wouldn't be putting this video together. So let me pick up a few albums, less than half a dozen, and point you in the direction if you don't already know them. I'm going to start with this one. The Byrds' Notorious Byrds Brother. You can probably see I've got it in a double with Sweetheart of the Rodeo. Also got the CD. It's a wonderful, wonderful album. They cover Wasn't Born to Follow, Going Back, Draft Morning, Artificial Energy. It's a time of the Byrds which was often albums are put together at times of conflict, and at this time it was the album that lost David Crosby. Apparently he wanted to put a track called Triad on it, a three-way, one male, two women. The Byrds didn't like it at that time. Maybe today it's considered unacceptable. He eventually recorded it with Crosby, Stills and Nash. It's on one of their albums, but the fight that ensued saw Crosby leave the Byrds and the Byrds complete the album without him. And it's kind of slipped under their radar, and it really shouldn't. It's got a lovely sound, lovely vocal harmonies. I think an exceptional production. Sounds very full, very in your face. So, please, Notorious Byrd Brothers. Right, moving on. This has slipped under an awful lot of radar and I can't see it. This is Rosanne Cash and King's Record Shop. Rosanne Cash has made some super albums. She's got a lovely voice. I think she's as talented as her dad. No point in telling you who that was. She is also extremely well produced. So for those of us who like vinyl, the sound is worth listening to. But on this album, there are others I could pick up, but I'll pick up this one in particular. On this album, there are some tracks which I wouldn't be without. Side 2, Runaway Train. Go and stream Runaway Train by Rosanne Cash, and then, if you're not convinced to go out and buy the album, Tennessee Flat Top Box with some wonderful Nashville picking. You probably know the track, it's fairly well known. It's of the dueling banjos genre. It's really, really exceptional. So, okay. Oh, and this is The Way We Mend a Broken Heart. How did this ever pass by, certainly in this country? Lovely album, Rosanne Cash. Somebody who is famous and has had multi-million selling albums, and he's made one or two duffers, but that's not one of them. Paul Simon's One Trick Pony, written for a film of the same name, which I think sunk without trace. Never saw it, so can't really comment. But this is basically the soundtrack. Paul Simon with, I'd hesitate to call it a rock band. He doesn't lend himself to that. But yeah, Late in the Evening, One Trick Pony, Ace in the Hole. There's some really, really good stuff on here, and not a single filler. Now, Simon did a theatre album, which I can't honestly remember the name of it now. Came out in the CD era and sunk without trace, and I'm a great Paul Simon fan, so I brought it at the time. I can't even remember what it's called now. So the point I'm trying to make is Paul Simon made mistakes, most artists do, but One Trick Pony wasn't one of them. It's a really, really nice Paul Simon album. If not up with his best, it's running them close. We all have our desert island discs. It would have to be LPs for me. I couldn't possibly live with just singles. And over a number of videos, I've suggested a number of albums which would be up there in my top 5. This would have to come with me. I've been through a few copies of this. I had a CD, I had an original, I damaged it, I had to buy another one, second-hand copy. You can still get it, I think, on CD. You can certainly stream it, but the vinyl is difficult to come by. Tom Rush, The Circle Game. I brought it when it came out. As I've said, I've been through a few copies, and I could not be without it. Just listen to this track listing. Tin Angel, Joni Mitchell song. Something in the Way She Moves, James Taylor song. Urge for Going, Joni Mitchell song. Sunshine, Sunshine, James Taylor. The Glory of Love finishes side 1. Shadow Dream song, Jackson Browne. Circle Game, Joni Mitchell. So Long, Charlie Rich. Rockport Sunday and No Regrets, both Tom Rush originals, one an instrumental. This is a very moving album, and I cannot recommend it too highly. If you don't try anything else out of this video, please listen to this. Tom Rush, The Circle Game. And just a couple more. Ray LaMontagne, is that how you pronounce it? This is God Willing and the Creek Don't Rise. I fall for really great album titles. Been through a few in previous videos. Come on, that's up there with them. This is a double album. It's also on CD and you can stream it. Lovely cover. I'm not going to get them out. They're really nice albums. Flat, quiet, beautiful sound. I'd suggest, never mind, I love the music. This is audiophile stuff. It sounds wonderful. He writes great songs, and in particular, New York's Killing Me. For those of you who stream and just want to listen to something to see what I'm saying, New York's Killing Me, or the title track, God Willing and the Creek Don't Rise. Ray LaMontagne, I've got a couple of his albums, and the man had great talent, but he shifted from one style to another. So this album sounds nothing like the album that preceded it and nothing like the album that came afterwards. That's not a way to build a career as a singer-songwriter. I recommend it. And lastly, we're going to go back to my roots again. Okay, aging hippie 60s music. Rock bands that don't get the attention that they need, the attention that they should have. Now, at the time, this was, how would I describe it? This was a rocket that flared, went up, died, fell back to Earth in a very short time. The Electric Flag only made a couple of albums, I think. Wonderful musicianship. We'll come back to Mike Bloomfield, who led it. Barry Goldberg on keyboards, Harvey Brooks on bass, Buddy Miles on drums. Buddy Miles played with Hendrix, I'm sure you know. Goldberg, I'm trying to remember who he played with. Famous people, I know they are. And there was nobody that Mike Bloomfield didn't play with. He's famous for laying down lead guitar on Dylan's early Electric albums, Highway 61, and I think Blonde on Blonde, and before that, the Bring It All Back Home. He played on Super Session with Al Kooper, which again is certainly one of my top 10 albums. Mike Bloomfield, greatly underrated, extraordinary musician. Lead guitar up there with Clapton, Hendrix, Page. He had a massive talent, and a lot of it can be heard on this, so please investigate it. But like a lot of them, he died young. He didn't live to give us perhaps the best that he had. Mike Bloomfield and the Electric Flag. Dig it out. Play it loud. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe.